What's up, guys? Welcome back to RollPlay R&D Pendragon, going into the third hour here on week number 4, I believe. Steven?
Yeah. So someone mentioned in chat it is International Tabletop Day. I don't know if you said that live on stream yet today. So that's
We
super
did.
cool.
Yeah.
I did. I talked about it too.
Good. I totally forgot that. I actually got an awesome alert from, oh man, did I delete it already? Lol. Pendragon is on sale today because it's
Oh, wow.
Tabletop Day.
Nice.
If only I could find exactly what site it's on sale on.
And damn you, JP, while he's looking for that sale. Damn you, JP, what is this? What is happening? You can blame JP. I didn't have enough time to set up like my green screen. In the future, you will only see wonderful castles and things, or things relevant to our setting. But apparently today he's just having tons of fun.
Yeah.
He was telling everybody, he's like, you should all get green screens. I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it.
I would get a green screen and let JP put whatever he wants behind me.
See? Neal gets it.
All right.
Nope.
Wheat's like, nope.
Comics everywhere. So
Let's see, what is it?
I have some comics. They're on that shelf down there.
Ooh, that's very neat. I might actually buy that. Haha. So I'm looking at drivethroughrpg.com. I'm going to drop this link in chat. There's a whole bunch of books on sale there, including Numenera, which is on the running for one of the games we might play in the future. Dungeon Crawl Classics is like a super old school recreation of Dungeons and Dragons. And let's see, is there anything in the tabletop bundle? And then it is.
I think you have to remod us, JP, because the weird new chat that Wheat has magically made videos about.
That would have had nothing to do with modding on any channel.
Yeah, I can't quite find where Pendragon is actually specifically on sale. It's either
You just
rpgnow.com.
crashed that site, by the way.
Oh yeah, good.
You should just throw out URLs at random.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll start doing that.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's either rpgnow.com or drivethroughrpg.com. So give it a check if you've been enjoying having us play. Then I think you can get the hardcover book, this one, for $10. That's what I saw in
Oh wow,
So like
that's pretty good.
I think I got this for like 25 or something like that. 10 is definitely good. So if you're into this sort of stuff, check it out. Okay, back into the game. So you're a little further out from the castle than you're able to get back to it like tonight, but you spend one night out on the moors, make yourself a campfire, roast a couple quail that Emrys managed to catch with his hawk Apollo.
Okay.
And
Wait, what?
yes.
Oh, you said
Some
Emrys,
quails.
and I was like, what? We didn't have a fucking falcon named Apollo. What the fuck? I don't even know my own name.
That's my bird, damn it.
Yeah.
Yes. So the night passes uneventfully, and in the morning you make it back to Castle Terel. Now, what do you do when you get back to the castle? What's your first course of action?
I think we should chat about what has transpired on our patrol to figure out what our course of action is.
Okay.
We must find the child.
Well, before we
What?
even look for the child or accuse Merlin of such things, I would like to speak to him face to face.
Yeah,
do you
that
want
would
to
be
do
wonderful.
do you want to do an intrigue roll and see if you can find Merlin at the?
Yeah, sure. I'll roll against my
That's fine.
3, Steven.
Excellent.
I think it's a 3.
I get it. Haha.
Ah, Sir Lunette is connected in all
Where's
the
my
right
intrigue?
places.
Oh yeah, I'm rolling against my 3.
Ooh, close.
Oh nice. The
Sir
dog's
Emrys
back
ends up in
outside.
the kitchen drinking with Sir Thebert of Marlborough, but Sir Lunette manages to speak with a couple of the other knights as they practice their archery in the morning. And you hear, Sir Lunette, that all the castle is in an uproar, and King Uther is in a blind fury over the kidnapping of his young son.
Rightfully so.
Yes, his newborn. And Martin has not, or not Martin, Merlin has not been seen since he left a couple of nights ago, 2 nights ago or so. And it would not surprise anybody if he never returned to Castle Terel ever again. Uther is completely livid, and the court is rife with rumors that Uther is planning on exiling Merlin for good.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah. So
Alright.
what are the 4 of you going to do?
When we search for him, we don't say that we're like. They don't think that we had anything to do with it, right?
Well, nobody yet knows that you've encountered him at all, unless you're
Okay.
specifically telling
No,
people.
no. I tell the other 3 that like we should make sure that no rumors get started. We don't want to be roped into whatever occurred.
Who is the highest authority around us?
You are under this. You're in the service of Garrison Commander Sir Thebert of Marlborough.
I walk straight up to him.
Okay, and he greets you and he says, welcome, Sir Philip. Now, how were your rounds this time? Did you come across any peasants battling over their wives?
We came across a unicorn and Merlin carrying Uther's baby.
I roll my eyes and say, I guess his ears must be stuffed today.
I'm sorry, I'm a fucking knight. I'm valorous. I am not going to go and like hide this shit. You kidding me?
Sir Thebert of Marlborough. In fact, Emrys, why don't you give yourself a check to deceitful?
Okay.
And Philip, give yourself a check to honest.
What is deceit?
It's one of your personality.
Oh, there it is.
traits.
There it is. I see.
Honest and deceitful.
Gotcha.
Excellent. Okay. Sir Thebert goes quietly and he says, "Well, let's speak of this in order. Tell me of the unicorn."
I give him a quizzical look and say, in my attempts to chase down Merlin, I got lost, sadly. Hunting's never been my strong suit. And Sir Lunette and I came across a unicorn.
Which
I
you
chased after
scared
it.
away.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
you,
I walked into the scene looking
You
for you.
frightened it.
I was looking for you. You were lost. Anyway, I walked into the scene and saw the unicorn, chased after it, could not find it, but here is some of its poop. And I present him with a bag of sparkling feces.
I lean
he takes
into.
out.
Well, as that happens, I lean over into Quinn and be like, "Such a Saxon carrying around shit."
I just go, I certified that shit. I certified it.
It has
Sir,
a little flag that
Sir-
says certified by.
Yeah, certified
By
by
Quinn.
Sir Quinn. Fairy expert extraordinaire. Sir Thebert picks up the dried poop and he examines it, sniffs it, licks a little bit of it, and crumbles a little bit between his hands. He says, yes, high quality fumigates. You must have been right on the creature's trail. That is most exciting. It is uncommon to encounter a unicorn. And he slyly glances at Sir Lunette. He says, "It seems to me my lady is a virgin." And he smiles broadly at that. And then he slaps his hand down on the table and he says, "But we have important issues to speak of."
Hold on. How do you know she's a virgin?
I look away and
whisper?
kind of
Keeping my voice low, just a private conversation between two men.
Yeah. Well, he says, it's uncommon for a unicorn to present itself to a knight, but it is said that unicorns are attracted to virginal maidens, and if you lay down a maiden by a tree where unicorns are known to frequent the area, then if she be pure and chaste and virginal, then the unicorn will come to approach. Occasionally, it's known that these women are to use singing or the playing of music in order to lure the unicorn to lay their head in their lap.
Is that
And that is when you can bring out your sword and lop off its head and claim the glory for the throne.
Is that only
I
to
tried.
Philip, or
I
is
tried
that to
to chase it
everyone?
down with my lance, but it just moved too quickly for me.
Ah, yes. I've
Magical
heard that
beasts.
unicorns are extremely adept at guarding their tracks.
I was unable to get close enough to it. For Sir Philip, rudely intruded.
Yes, well, I don't believe
not
he's
like-
a virgin, now do I? And he like sort of nudges Sir Philip in the.
It's not like I knew it was there.
make a smirk.
I just
That's
lean
okay.
over into Quinn and be like, "We should find some virgins." Put my head back.
Yeah. So his face grows serious, and he says, "Now tell me about Merlin and the sun. What did you see?"
We came across Merlin. He said that some people would be following him and that we should delay them. I didn't know what he was talking about, and then we heard shouts. He rode past us, and we heard shouts about people saying, "Stop him! Stop him!" And then they said something about he has Uther's baby, and at that point I took off after him and got lost.
I followed alongside, but.
And that was when you two
also
found the
lost.
unicorn.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
And where
I
were
found
you
it
two
first.
during this? He
Well,
points at
They
Sir Quinn
didn't
and
get
Sir-
lost.
After
So-
running into the Knights of Uther, we tracked Merlin successfully. But upon finding his camp, he used some magics to squirrely get away from us. Although he did not appear to have the child with him when we approached.
Most strange. You said he was camping. What time was this?
Well, it must have been before sundown.
Merlin is skilled at the arts of the glamour. Are you sure that you actually encountered him at all? Perhaps it was merely a trap set up to ensnare the unwary.
I am simply a knight as well as Sir Emrys, for we don't really dabble in the worlds of magic. It could have very well been a glamour, although I'd like to think that my tracking led me to the proper location and he just eluded us.
Yes, quite well, quite well. I've heard some interesting tales of your hunting prowess. Yes. Well, thank you for bringing this to my attention. It is truly a shame. I will ponder these things greatly. It sounds like you were trying to aid Sir Brastius in his attempts at chasing down the fiend, that son of the devil, Sir Merlin. Well,
Why would Merlin do such a thing?
truly, Sir Quinn, I haven't the faintest idea. That creature has been whispering poison into our king's ear for too long. That pagan has been spreading his vile magics throughout this kingdom, and it is high time that we forge a Christian nation separate from his influences. And so, between you and me, I am glad that something has occurred to curse his name in the king's faith, but I wish to God in his heaven that it wasn't this. Very well, men. I shall speak with you momentarily. And he goes off, marches off to see if he can find King Uther to report. Now, a few days pass, and Sir Brastius and company return from their search. Rumor spreads throughout the castle, and it becomes readily apparent that Sir Brastius was not successful in his attempts to recover the child or to find Merlin. Quickly, word reaches each of you that you've been accused by Sir Brastius of treason. And this is incredibly
I
serious.
I turn to Philip and be like, "You got us into this. You're getting us out of this."
I'm sorry, I was not treasonous. I chased after him as soon as I heard that he had a child. If you
Same
sat around
here.
on your ass trying to distract him, then you actually are a treasonous lout.
Say such a Saxon.
Brothers,
Say that one more time to my face. Say it one more
Brothers,
time.
I
we
just
are
roll
all
my
in
eyes.
this, brothers and sisters, we are all in this together, and we all did our part to try to pursue Merlin after we found out what had taken place. We simply must present our cases as it happened, and we will be okay because we are honorable knights.
Some of us are. Do it. Do it one more time.
I'm sorry that I heard a goat off in the distance. It must have been saying a word that rhymes with something. Accent.
Yeah, something.
Accent or I don't know. Oxen. You know.
Oxen.
I start loosening my gloves just a little bit.
So, you are all quite disturbed to hear this. First of all,
Very disturbed.
treason is a
Quite
capital
does not.
crime, and you could all be executed for this. If you're lucky, you'll merely be degraded and exiled, but regardless, your honor has been impugned. Impugned. Who knows? Who knows how that word's pronounced? Each of you loses 1 point of honor at this time.
Okay.
Just for being accused?
Just for being accused of treason.
Glory?
Because you know how it works. Like, the peasants hear about it, but they don't ever hear about the follow-up. So those peasants
true.
go on
Yeah.
continuing to spout all the salt and bullshit. I mean, it's very similar to the internet.
Yeah. I mean,
I thought you were going with the Reddit joke there.
the peasants just read in the Daily Mail that, a couple knights have been accused of treason, and the Daily Mail never publishes a retraction.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Now, secondarily, all normal court decisions are made by the presiding judge. In this case, King Uther himself. It's entirely normal for the presiding judge to be swayed by personal friendship or obligation, political factors, or personal grudges. Besides Merlin himself, who is now thought to be a traitor, Brastius is Uther's most important advisor, and Uther is likely to do whatever Brastius wants. So, you find yourselves the following morning all summoned by King Uther to a trial. Each of you is greeted by a page who brings you into the inner bailey and places you into a room all together. And you notice that, over the course of the evening and morning, everybody is avoiding you completely. Nobody wants to be seen associating with you. Even Lady Elaine, she's watching you from a great distance, Sir Emrys, but she's refusing to approach you.
Can I go and pray the night prior? After?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I would do the same.
Okay. Now, Lady Lunette, I saw some speculation. Are you a Christian lady?
I am.
Okay. So the two of you make your way to the chapel and pray over the course of the evening. Why don't each of you roll against your pious, aka otherworldly?
Success.
Wonderful.
Success.
Yeah, very nice. Neither of you crit, right?
Correct. I'm at 18.
Damn.
Looking for where my stat is for pious.
Normally it's 10 and 10, unless, there's some change. So you very well may have, Sir Lunette.
I think I am, yes. I've critted.
Excellent.
Right?
So mark a check
Wait.
next.
Well, it's otherworldly, right? Versus
Yes.
worldly?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I have a 13. So.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So you succeed.
I was looking for pious because you said pious.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't
on
see
the
that
on the
there.
modern character sheets, it's pious because otherworldly was a little too confusing in earlier versions of
okay.
Pendragon, but pious is much clearer, like what
Yeah.
that represents. All right. So you all are the two of you spend the night in prayer. So yeah.
I do have another question.
Yes.
Would I know of any friends of Merlin or any close acquaintances that I could send a letter to with my hawk
To Merlin?
that would reach him? Probably not.
So
right?
you don't know where he is, and also your hawk is for hunting rather than for sending messages. But you can send messages by carrier pigeon, for example.
Oh, okay. But I would have no idea who to contact, right?
Yeah, you don't know. I don't think you know of any friends of Merlin. Why don't you make an awareness roll?
Okay. With awareness, I think of like 3. Or no, it's 6. Nope.
All right. Yep. No, you don't know of anybody that you would want to contact of Merlin's acquaintance.
All right.
Now, yes, you've all been escorted into this room, and the guards who've escorted you say, "Sir Knights, please remain in this room until you are summoned." Would you send word to the members of Sir Earl Roderick's court while
if
you're
we're
here
staying
in
in the
castle?
room?
Well, there are still members of the court here at Tintagel, or
But
Terel.
he said to stay in the room, right?
Yes, but for example, you may have tried to contact them last night or this morning
Oh,
before you were sent.
Got it.
You heard that you were accused before you were formally brought
Yeah,
into
I would totally contact.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, very good. So, in the room is Sir Eled the Marshal and Bishop Roger, who is an incredibly faithful bishop in the service of Earl Roderick. Now, first of all, Sir Eled, he sits down in front of the four of you and he says, Sir Knights, it pains me to see you in this position. I shudder to think of your fates. Now, Sir Quinn. Now, let me see. Hang on. Let me get each of your glories. Sir Quinn?
15, 17?
15, 17. Emrys?
1823.
23. Damn, Emrys. Philip?
1508.
1508. And Lunette?
1226.
1226. Very good. So he turns to Sir Emrys and he says, Sir Emrys, please, can you tell me what has gone on here? You are the most well-known of your peers, and everybody is looking with curiosity at your behavior and your tale. Tell me, son, is there anything I can do to help you? Tell me what has happened.
Shit. I didn't think of what I was going to say because I didn't think I was going to speak. I turned to I turn to Quinn and look at Quinn and just look for some sort of facial reaction when I do.
From Sir Quinn?
You just do like a hurry it up and speak up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's my place as a knight. You are more, you carry more glory than I do.
I say, me and my the four of us were on a normal scouting routine, as we have been for quite some time here. Just a normal routine, scouting out the forest and everything else around the castle. And while scouting, we were inside of forest, and Merlin greeted us and didn't say much and rode off. And we all kind of wondered what happened and looked at each other. And moments pass. He rides up to us.
What did he say to you initially?
I don't remember the exact words, unfortunately. I was more surprised to see him there rather than the words that he spoke.
I see. Very well. Continue.
When he returned, after mere moments, it seemed, while we were all very confused, he simply said to us, stall them or delay the guards. And we looked even more inquisitively at each other, and Merlin rode off. A couple moments passed, and these two, and I point to Philip and Sir Lunette, and say these two followed hastily, and me and Quinn sat and had quick words with one another, and the guards came and asked us where we went, and I asked Sir Quinn, who of course, as you know, is an excellent hunter, to do his best and perhaps help these men search for Merlin, and that's what we did. The two others who went searching, of course, got lost. They found a beast, which we shall, of course, talk about later, as it does not pertain much to this. But I think after that, me and Quinn, as I'm stumbling through his names, did find Merlin. However, we were tricked, or we were really unsure what it is that we found, but it was not actually him. Then we, of course, the guards came back, found us, we had some words, and that was it.
What is it that happened at this moment that you think you found Merlin?
I arrived shortly after Quinn, as I was following. Quinn, what exactly did you see?
We saw Merlin upon a campsite with a cauldron, and when I spoke to this man, he said nothing, and as I dismounted from my horse, there was a great grand flash of light, and suddenly the clearing was clear, and he was gone.
I see. Well, it sounds quite dire. And then?
Me and Quinn actually went to look for our two compatriots while the rest of the guards searched for Merlin, and we found them shortly after and returned at once.
Very well. All right.
Now, this man that has accused us, Sir Brastus.
Yes.
Is that it? That's When we fell upon him in the forest, he already seemed incredibly frustrated and emotional at that point. And when we ran into him and tried to assist him, we did, of course, feel like we did our best in assisting him. But I can't help but feel like there's some animosity towards us as knights, and towards his inability to track down the child of King Uther.
I lean into him and say, like, how does one lose a baby? Fall back.
Sir Elid frowns and he says, yes, well, Sir Brastius is a passionate man, as we are all. Apologies, Sir Lunette. It's entirely possible that he was stricken with love for his lord and furious at the inability of himself and his knights to protect the young child. Well, it seems emotions are running high. I will carry your news and we will marshal our arguments. Roger and here and I will try our best to defend you against the king and see that we simply get you a graceful exile. Well, men, rest up. The trial is scheduled for tomorrow afternoon. Now, there are a number of servants passing in and out, bringing you food and water, just bread and a little bit of meat and some vegetables. Do any of you want to try intrigue and see what's the rumor around the castle?
Yeah.
If we're allowed
Definitely wanna know.
to talk to other people, if other people want to talk to us, then
Oh,
do
I
it.
failed.
Huh.
Fail.
Success.
Excellent. All right, Sir Philip. Even the servants are willing to tell you that there are another dozen or so knights that are also nearby, all of whom seem to have been set up similarly by Merlin. They tell you that Sir Elid and Bishop Roger are talking to these knights as well in order to try and ascertain the reality behind the situation of the day. One time when Sir Elid and the bishop are not present, a black-robed monk with a Roman tonsure is led into the room.
What's a tonsure?
A tonsure is like that band of hair that just goes right around the sides of your head. It's bald on top.
Oh, the old. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
The like
there
the-
is a... Yeah.
the guy from Star Wars Episode 5.
Star Wars Episode 5.
It wasn't with Lando. It wasn't hair though. It was the mechanical thing around his head.
Oh,
Empire
Maybe
Strikes
so.
Back.
oh right. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I
Lando's
don't
buddy.
recall. It's been too long since I've seen the originals. I need to see them again because they're awesome. So yes, this black-robed monk walks in. He says, "Good day, gentlemen. I am Father Dewey, and I wish to speak with you.